Scottie Pippen, let me ask you where you would like to see LeBron when he has his free agency decision this summer.
Well, I like to see him stay in Cleveland. I think that, he's sort of grew on me being a Cavalier and being a guy that's really stayed with his hometown. And even though he took a little stint to go and try to win a championship, with some guys in Miami, and you can't blame him for that, but he at least came back and was able to win a championship for his home fan. And now I think that they're starting to build around him and focus on keeping him happy, bringing in some young players, more athletic. And I just feel like that's going to be a better safe haven for him going forward, a situation that I feel he can control. Probably did a little bit of the talk today during some of the trades, whether it was, hey, we got to make some trades to make this team better, or we need to try and keep these pieces going forward. So whatever he did, I would love to see him stay as a Cavalier.
What about you?
Same. I think he's just so iconic. And like you say, he did his 4 years of college in Miami, and he went back home and he did what he said he was going to do and win a title. And I love the moves that they made. They brought the young team to him, right? Everybody was rumoring, oh, he's going here, he's going there. They got this young core. And, well, they just brought a whole young team right to him and rebooted that Cavaliers team, and I think it's going to I want to stay in Cleveland.
Unanimous.
Really?
Yeah. I want to see LeBron stay in Cleveland because, I don't. He's too good to go somewhere and try to chase a ring and try to team up with other superstars. He's done that already. Got 2 championships out of that, and as far as I'm concerned, the one championship that he has in Cleveland trumps those 2 that he has down there in Miami because of what that meant for the whole East of Ohio.
Yep.
So I would love to see him stay in that uniform.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We talk about the ring chase, right? Is he compared to Michael Jordan, your 6 rings, Scotty? A lot of people felt like, hey, you get that 1 ring for Cleveland. It kind of takes that, it just dissolves that conversation, right? You just say, hey, this is different now. It's not an apples to apples kind of thing.
It is different, and you know what? You can ring chase as much as you want, but it's never going to be compared to Michael Jordan. And the fact that, as you get older, and even when LeBron left and went to Miami, changes sometimes are not all that great. And for him to be looking to go to another team, he's not going to have that same control, that same respect. And, as Coach said, he's become iconic as a Cleveland Cavalier. And I think that's why we all want to see him stay there and continue the battle against the great teams and not get to the point where you're almost joining them.
Right.
Listen, I say this, and even if LeBron doesn't win another championship, to me, he's still arguably one of the best players to ever play this game. And some may argue he's the best player to play this game. So
you want to have that argument with him?
I second all that he said.
I will have
all of it, arguably.
Okay.
And I won't say he's the best, but statistically,
you can't argue that.
He is. He's one of the greatest.
Absolutely.
No matter what takes place from his career from this point on, no matter what takes place, I mean, his legacy is pretty much set. I don't want him to damage his legacy by chasing a ring.
And keep the balance. Keep the balance of the
Balance of the
power.
East and the
I want that rivalry to keep going, and I
Right.
want that power struggle to keep taking place until he decides he doesn't want to play anymore and walks away.
Well, I've had a lot of conversations over the years with LeBron on this issue, obviously, and I will say the things that I know. He absolutely is not going to make this decision right now. He has to see where everybody lands when the summer comes around. But my opinion, just from having all these conversations, this is not what he has said to me, but my opinion is he has been looking for a way to stay in Cleveland for all of the reasons that you guys have been talking about. He knows the cornerstone that puts on sort of the symmetry of his career. His family is there. He has his foundation there, which is not just some little thing to him. It is extremely important to him. And I think what he didn't want to have happen was to feel that he was wasting his final 5 years in the league if they were not going to put a team around him that was competitive.
And
didn't have to be ring chasing, just competitive.
Before we move on, he shouldn't be going to the talent. The talent should be coming to him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.